The Origins of Life, Reflections of Love and Light, Part 9. So, butterflies. Butterflies, you can see it really clearly. You know what I mean? It's like how the light is being, like that prism effect in a sense. It's like, making it bend out and stuff like. And also, each line is, in between each wave of movement in the water, which is going to like constantly transition into, the next wave kind of thing and stuff like in between it all. You can just see it everywhere. It's like a it's the sun in it, but I'm gonna say like a flood lamp shining into water. You know what I mean? It's the same principle in it. So, and then the tips of wings, it's the edge of the water, isn't it? So that's where you're getting your sunlight kind of shining on and stuff. Sun and moon, it could be just a double reflection at sun. It could be the moon and not the sun. Like I said, there's things like that which are kind of like difficult to pinpoint as such and stuff. Again, all orange for the sun. Obviously, the in between the waves, getting the black and stuff like that kind of thing. It's like showing you, that tiger pattern and stuff like, and leopard and all the rest of them and stuff like. It kind of keeps it, amongst it all and stuff like your wave pattern. Darker in centre, it's deeper. Even tips have got a bit of white on. Even there, kind of like got like a tiny little bit of white on each little bit. That's like the wave surface. So it's catching light, sunlight kind of thing. Oh, there as well. And you see it's on so many other animals, these kind of colours, and there's so much on there kind of thing, like, to like show how we're all interconnected kind of thing. It's like the origin of all these life forms kind of thing, they share something, especially for, that previous one. Like I said, it's got vampire, so many animals have got that, and that colour and stuff like that, and all that, there's plenty of different tiger patterned things and stuff in there, tiger moth, etc. Again, here we like out the colour of the light and stuff like, you get that polychromatic kind of effect and stuff. And obviously, like how obvious the sun looks, you know what I mean? How that glare and brightness of it and stuff. Every wave is catching it. Whether that's like all day or because it's brighter at the bottom in it and stuff like so. It's more the same. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like repeating myself in ways and stuff like. So there's also flowers, representing the sun or sunset and stuff, and well, this could be nighttime as well, kind of thing, couldn't it? It's just good looking at it, you know what I mean, spotting it all and stuff, seeing what it really represents and stuff. It's that photographic look. It's just got that photographic look of like, it's like a genuine picture or a genuine photograph kind of thing done in a maybe under a certain, well, like, like being taken underwater. Quite cool. I mean, they're not like photographs like those fish, you know what I mean? This is more like a kaleidoscopic image in it, you know what I mean, and stuff like. Um, I'm missing some. Sun there, sun again. White spots, but you know, trim where edge of water is the surface. Got eyes. Oh, sun. You got it there as well. They could be mountains, sun setting behind them, looking from underwater. Underneath, underside of wing, usually darker, you know what I mean? Whether it's like just because it's deeper or it could be representing more to do with the wood aspect, you know what I mean? Like you coming from plants, because of like the relationship between plants is quite a big thing in it, because I covered it previously and stuff. But and we're linking towards the idea of like, you know, water being much more to it and stuff like. So you got your sun, it changes colour for when it's setting. When it's a line because it's like going into the horizon. Maybe it can't even see where it's set, and it's like set over a false horizon, so you just got a red haze behind it. Or the glare at sunset in white area and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Some pictures you can see them better when it's look at it. Water splashes. And different colours and stuff like that. You know, shallow water for green, where it's mixing with sand and all that kind of stuff. Deep. That's the front, it's the back. You have the top wing, the bottom wing. All them kind of things are like how it's, you know, doing it kind of thing. It's difficult to find right words for it sometimes, isn't it? Again, you can say it all. It's just good to see him, you know what I mean? Like each wave, sun catching in it and stuff. Sunset. Red at sides. Lots of sun, sunlight spots. Again, looking for brown water. It's got that orange glow to it or whatever and stuff. It's red on that one now, and they're white, so it's changed places. That's in between. It's got white and red. That's changing position. when it's risen more. There's like a bit streaking into water, you know what I mean? It's deeper, it's bottom wing. Brightness at sun. I said there's not much to add to it in terms of it, it's because it's just like a kaleidoscopic image at sun through water. In ways, I like these bits, you know what I mean? It's like proper showing the waving, splashy kind of aspect of water and stuff. That looks quite good. Except for a photograph, you know. Any of them I missed? That pattern there again. Similar to the other one, but this is a peacock butterfly. I forgot the name of the other one. You got your eyes again, you know. Or sun markings. It could be mucky water as well, but you know, I don't know. All colourfulness of it and stuff is quite good in all that kind of sense. So now for a thing about water doing this kind of thing. Can you see these lines going this way, and then these lines going that way? As you can see them there, they're crisscrossing. Zoom in a little bit. So I spoke about eye migraines a few times, and we've spoke about how how your memory works with trauma and stuff like that kind of thing. Or when you stare at the sun and you see, like, you know, you get that staining on your vision and stuff. Like, I tried to take a picture of it the other day, and I like got about 6 or 7 changing colour glares in my vision, you know, purple going to green and so on and stuff like. So it's similar to what we've seen in many, you know, many of them pictures and stuff like. But this, because of this overlapping, right, and when you get your eye migraine, that overlaps as well. When you can, like, the image of it and stuff like, the distortion, is one way to call it, you know what I mean? It is a bit of a distortion of light and stuff like, but when you look at it, you know what I mean? It's too structured, you know what I mean? Just to say it's like a random occurrence or whatever, but it's the nature of it. It's like going this way and going that way, and it's like them waves continue to go that way whilst these waves go through them. So it's a thing about how everything's interrelated, and it's because it does this both way aspect of things. Like the fish, you've either got horizontal stripes or vertical stripes, you know what I mean? Or it can have a sunset at the front of the fish or the back of the fish, and you know, there's lots of things and stuff like. I mean, there's some aspects of, like, you know, is it male or female, and you know, does that contribute to, you know, is it right for is every single animal the same in that respect, or not, kind of thing, like. But so we spoke about them like looking like wood. So for a video I did when we were talking about, like, moths, life connecting to plants and stuff like. So and what does connection work? And you got some moths which look like just chunks of wood, you know what I mean, and stuff like. So this one's about water, isn't it? So when we're looking at this, what I'm seeing from here is, you see there and there, it's like white, and then there's a dark line, white and a dark line, a white and a dark line. It's all inconsistent as well. And you look at it all and stuff like, what it looks like crashing waves. So like the shadow in between each one and stuff like that kind of thing is very inconsistent up there and stuff like that, and it seems to break away for a bit and then crash. You got one in the middle and then a wider one and a wider one, and then you get to this point and you get all froth at top, and there's this big arch and massive shadow, and then it's all smooth and golden, and that's like reflecting all sunlight on shore beach. So it's like one wave's gone out, it's splashed up, you can see edges of it there, and then it's all drawing back into the next wave. So then that next wave crashes over and so on and stuff like. So okay, it looks like wood. It's camouflaged in that sense, but it's also got this picture. You know what I mean? It's kind of like really detailed and stuff like. That's better, isn't it? Let's look at this one. See waves. It reaches up and then onto each other. It's got like lines of texture kind of thing, like it's like a wings texture. But so what you got like this orange, that's like a wave which has crashed and it's hit into sand, so it's frothy and it's got loads of sand within it, so it's changed its colour. It's no longer just white anymore. You got another one there, and then it's drawn back and it's all smooth, reflecting the sky and stuff like that kind of thing. So it's probably quite dark. You know what I mean? Again, all your crashing waves, bit of a space, more waves. See them rolling over, and crashing. Big wave here, crashing over, and you can see it all pulling back in them lines. So I'll show you some photos. You got all your waves. You got all reflection here and all golden light that comes with it and stuff. And it draws back and it becomes this reflective surface. You get runs of froth and, you know, maybe more concentration of water. Oh, you know, it depends what shape it, sand and stuff, doesn't it? All going into a sunset and stuff. How perfectly mirror-like it is. Doesn't have to be perfectly mirror-like. It can blow out all these pebbles and froth coming over it and stuff like. It depends when the photo were taken and where, you know. And also the colours, you know, a golden look. It's like all of them photos were kind of like that. It's sunset in it. Well, that one's not, but let's go have another look. Waves, not a strong there. You can't really see them. It's more frothy and, you know what I mean. You can see it coming around here. There's a gap. You got your frothy wave, your golden sheen, reflection of the sun. Your waves are better in this one. You know, golden glare and stuff. I see it at the bottom. It like comes in twos. Quite often, you know what I mean? Doesn't always, but generally one wave will carry the next wave with its like slipstream kind of thing. It's not the right word for water, I don't think, but See, look at them. Waves crashing down and stuff. See, everyone's different. We've all got like their own unique picture for it and stuff. Froth coming round. This last bit there and stuff like that, and it all draws back. These little waves. I'm sure. It's just another moth. Oh, see, half moon. One there as well. Did that have one? Yeah, it has, yeah. See, half moon there. Half moon. There's another thing there where that's sun moon. See that wave overlapping there. It looks really detailed, you know what I mean? It's gonna like, hey, look at that wave smashing down and stuff like that one coming up and smashing, you know what I mean? And then all pulling back and stuff. Got golden tint to it, which goes along kind of thing. Last wave there. A little bit. That what first one. All them waves there and stuff. A bit different. You see sunset. So it's quite plain. It's got this line here, and it's like the reflection. It's like all drawing back, rather than having alt waves. It's done the wave. The wave's been. It's kind of created some impact, and then it's drawing back. All water's coming back. So that's like a froth line. You know what I mean? That edge kind of thing. So it's drawn back away there and stuff like, and then it's gonna like, it's smooth, so it's getting a really perfect like reflection and stuff. And then in that reflection, you've got the horizon. You can see the sun, the horizon there, all that sky, and then all this is a reflection of like itself, like of a smooth area at sand. It's like showing you that there, and then you got all this froth, which is like going back into the horizon as all water draws back, which it's probably like waves and stuff there and stuff like, but it's like too small to, you know, discern and stuff like. It looks like it's just merging with horizon or whatever. So that's what it looks like though. More waves. A wasp praying mantis. Just what colour, you know, the orange and stuff like that kind of thing. But it stands out on insects and everything else and stuff like. Sun. But on a leaf looking like bug and stuff like, which is still basically water, you know what I mean? Like I say, you mix the sand with the blue water and stuff and it starts to look green. So and obviously it has a connection to plants as well. But essentially, it's more to do with water, which we'll get onto that on the next one and stuff. Like a face, you know. It's got a centre line. You got like your two eyes and etc. and stuff like. But it's only in pattern and stuff like so, which is relevant. But I'm sure I've got more of them I didn't show. I was just quite impressed with these. Some of them anyway. Call it waves crashing. Blue red as well. You can see it's all like frothy waves. Sunset, golden waves, froth coming out between each wave. Maybe get onto that shore there, like tides in, say. Again, tides in. Is that a reflection at the horizon as well? It's like almost like looking directly above with this wave here. Like that wave's crashing over and going, you know, be going into the next wave kind of thing. That's crashing onto the shore. But when you got this in reflection, you can actually see the horizon and like the landscape there, the ground, like the sand looks like that smooth, and if it draws back and then it's going into waves there, and then you got the sky above it, it's like clouds in the sky and stuff like that kind of thing. You see wave though, like that one's coming towards you, you know what I mean, and this water's drawing back into it, whereas like this wave, it's going over it, you know what I mean, it's going over there and stuff like that. But water is reflective, so you can see a reflection on the top of the water, and in that you've got another picture. It's like, wow. You know what I mean? I don't know, it looked really impressive kind of thing. Are they just waves? And dark area, you know, water and stuff like. It's not catching. It's not, you know, the froth's there, so that's like really bright. More face-like. And if you're just going to look at one side rather than looking at both and stuff like to try and see, you know, like the sun and the moon or whatever else and stuff like. It's a general thing, you know what I mean? Like when you're looking at fish and stuff, you look at one side, don't you? But yeah, I think that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll get on with the next one. Thank you for watching again.